Hello everyone, I am Ben with the BTC Sessions, and it is officially the new year. So today, I'd like to speak with you guys about what I believe will be some of the top stories of 2017 in Bitcoin, along with what I think is one of the most credible price predictions for the coming year. I'm going to start things off with the price because I imagine that's why most people clicked on this video. Now, as many of you may know, we started off 2016 around the high 300s, low 400s, and we are starting 2017 at 1,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. So it's been a hell of a year. Now, there are many people that make Bitcoin price predictions, and there are a nearly equal number of people who make incorrect Bitcoin price predictions. But there is one guy who has had an insight into the space and been incredibly accurate in the past. And that guy is someone by the name of Vinny Lingham. In fact, he's been so accurate in his predictions that people have started to coin him as the Bitcoin Oracle. So what does the Bitcoin Oracle have to say about 2017? Well, he expects to see steady growth, low volatility, and the occasional dip. What he does not expect to see is a repeat of 2013 where we see some moves of 20x or more. By the end of the year, he's saying that he places us at around a 2 to 3 times increase, which would have us sitting around 3,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. And why does he put us here? Well, he cites a variety of factors in his latest blog post, but in general, some of the factors cited include Bitcoin scaling solutions on the horizon, increased use cases for Bitcoin, and the potential of governments to start to buy and stockpile. Now, Vinny has repeatedly said he does not hold a crystal ball and that you should take any of his predictions with a grain of salt, but I do feel out of anyone in the space, Vinny's insight is worth at least looking at. In 2013, the Winklevoss twins, yes, the Facebook ones, were the first people to file with the SEC to list a Bitcoin ETF or exchange-traded fund on a US stock exchange. An ETF would allow regular investors to buy and sell Bitcoin. Now, over the past few years, there have been a lot of roadblocks, and it has been a long, arduous process. But this approval process may be coming to an end. We are expecting to see a decision handed down from the SEC in March of this year. We've also seen another company by the name of SolidX file to list their own Bitcoin ETF on the New York Stock Exchange. Approval of either or both of these ETFs would be huge for the Bitcoin space, as it adds legitimacy to Bitcoin and allows people to easily access it via the New York Stock Exchange and the BATS Stock Exchange. In late 2016, the IRS requested from Coinbase that they reveal information of all of its over 1 million users. Shortly thereafter, Coinbase was on record as saying they would fight this request in court, and one of the users of Coinbase actually went so far as to file a lawsuit against the IRS saying that their request was too far-reaching and painted every Bitcoin user as a criminal. In my opinion, this is just a case of the IRS asking for a lot and expecting a little. They'll probably settle for a lot less information in the future. Now, how this is handled in court could have some implications for the Bitcoin space. I don't think it'll hurt Bitcoin itself, but if Bitcoin starts to be over-regulated in the US, you may see some of the innovative companies pick up shop and move to more friendly areas.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Bitcoin scaling has been a contentious issue for the past couple of years, and it hasn't been a question of if we should scale, but rather how we should scale. In one camp, you have people who think we should just be changing the core protocol of Bitcoin to allow for more transactions, and in another camp, you have people who think we should be working on solutions to add secondary layers rather than changing the core rules of the network. Two solutions that have been put forward are Bitcoin Unlimited and segregated witness, with the eventuality of adding in something called the Lightning Network. Now, Bitcoin Unlimited would be making changes to the core protocol, whereas segregated witness would eventually allow for secondary layers to be implemented. This isn't necessarily an either-or situation. You could technically implement both of these, but even if neither are taken up, there are so many talented developers working on solutions for this problem that I have no doubt we'll see huge strides forward in this area in 2017. This year we saw a continuation of the trend of Bitcoin being thought of as a hedge against global and financial uncertainty. We see with Venezuela and their hyperinflation that people are starting to turn to Bitcoin. We saw increased interest from India when within a few days 83% of the currency was suddenly worthless. We also saw huge upticks in the price, number one when Brexit happened, and number two when Donald Trump was elected president. Now, that's not necessarily to do with the policies of these votes, but rather the uncertainty that surrounded them. When people are uncertain about what might happen in financial markets, they want to put their money somewhere safe, or at least uncorrelated with the markets. And if anything, Bitcoin is definitely uncorrelated with most major world markets. There is no shortage of uncertainty in the world right now, and I'm sure we'll continue to see more uncertainty in 2017, and with that, the use of Bitcoin as a hedge against it. I'm excited to see what happens with Bitcoin in 2017, and as we all know, the Bitcoin space is never a dull place. Thank you guys so much for watching. I started off my 2017 hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for your support and the tips that you've been sending me. It's all very much appreciated. Please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. Drop a tip if you are able, and share this video with anyone you think may enjoy it. I will see you guys next time, and for the rest of the year on the BTC Sessions.